Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing acceptance to arrival. Let's get into this video. So you've been accepted to study here in Germany. Congratulations. And I know you're wondering, what are my next steps? What do I need to do? In what order do I need to do them? In this video, I hope to clarify some of those things. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do, apply for your visa. Luckily in Trinidad and Tobago, we have a German embassy located on St. Clair Avenue in Port of Spain, Trinidad. Now, you can go directly to the website and apply for an appointment or make an appointment, And the next thing you need to do is gather the documents that you need for the appointment. So, those documents would be a passport, and it needs to be issued within the last 10 years. If you don't have a passport, please apply for your passport first and then make your appointment. Next, you will need a biometric passport photo. Thirdly, you need a completed application form, which is also available on the website. You also need proof that you can cover your funds, which is very important. I will come back to it. 5, you need your admission letter, and lastly, you need to have insurance. So 2 of those things I want to touch on one more time. Let's go back to proof of financing. According to the government here in Germany, you need to provide 861 euros per month of study, and that equates to 10,332 euros per year. There is no way around this. You have to show that either you have the money in your account, or that your parents have the money set aside for you, or that you've been awarded some scholarship. And then the insurance. In Germany, there are insurances for everything. So in this case, this insurance is really to cover any damages that may occur to you during the travel and before you have started your German health insurance. It can be a health insurance from a Trinidadian company, or it can also be travel insurance. You need to probably liaise with your insurance company, insurance provider, to see what is the best way to go with that. Be on time for your appointment. Germans do not run on Caribbean time, even though they live in the Caribbean. Be on time. And ladies, leave your handbag at home. This happened to me. I'm just saying so it doesn't happen to you. You know the bag that we have, like just 100 items. You can pull out anything out of this bag for any occasion. Yeah. You have to go through security at the embassy. So I do advise less is more. Just walk with what you need for the appointment, or just walk with the bare minimum. Leave the big handbag home. You don't need it. So, appointment for the visa is booked. Bear in mind that when you go there and your visa has been approved, they're going to keep your passport, and it will be returned to you probably in about 6 weeks to 2 months. Whenever it's ready, you usually get an email that tells you please come in to collect your passport. That's done. The next step, number 2, book a flight. You need to book a flight as early as possible because flights get more expensive the closer to the date of departure. One short thing about departure dates, there are usually 2 intakes for university, either the winter semester, which starts at the beginning of October, or the summer semester, which starts in the beginning of March. You need to determine which semester you are entering. If it is in fact the winter semester, you want to probably arrive here, I would say 2 weeks before. In this time, you would be able to acclimatize, get all the paperwork done, because trust me, when you get to Germany, you have a lot of things to do. And so you don't want to get here 2 days before your semester should start and you have to kind of scramble to do everything. Get here ahead of time to give yourself enough time to do what needs to be done. So, booking a flight. There are 2 carriers that I would recommend that I have used. This is not a paid advertisement. These are just the airlines that I have used. One is KLM, which, as you all know, they just opened a new flight path, I guess they call it. between Amsterdam and Port of Spain. Awesome. And the next one would be Condor. Prior to the pandemic, Condor had a direct flight from Frankfurt to Tobago. I believe that there are some problems with, I don't know what their problems with, but whatever the matter, right now that flight is not available. So I don't know, just keep your eye on it. The next point, finding a flat. Very important. You do not want to arrive to Germany and you have no place to stay. As soon as you get the acceptance and your visa is on the way, try to start the search for a flat. They have a couple websites that you can use, but the first thing I would advise you to do is go to the university's website and see what are their recommendations regarding finding a flat. Usually they will have different links that you could follow to get student housing, which is usually subsidized and cheaper. So I definitely advise you first, head on over to your university website and see what they say about students and living. Students living with students. Living. Yeah. When you've done that, to raise your chances, you should also look on one of these websites for a possible other flats. You probably have a couple interviews, a couple Skype calls, maybe WhatsApp calls, to probably meet the other people who live in the flat. Because yes, people usually live together in flats, especially as students, just to lower the cost. As a student, you don't have 500 euros to spend on rent, so you're probably looking for something around the 200, 250 range max for a flat and offer a room. And how it works is that you will have your own personal room, but you will share common spaces like a living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. Not all of them have living rooms, but they definitely all have a kitchen and a bathroom. So be sure to take note of how many people you would like to live with. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, your number's endless. Planning how you will get from the airport to your final destination. You don't want to reach in the airport and say, oh, let me take a taxi. Listen, a taxi to drive maybe 50 minutes is going to cost you almost 200 euros. So depending on how far your city is, where your university is, where you're living, you don't want to take a taxi. Public transport is really great here in Germany. So if it is that you need to take a connecting flight. So if you land in Frankfurt but you need to be in Berlin, you can get a connecting flight from Frankfurt to Berlin. Or another method of transport, which I personally love to use, are the long distance trains. You can get these very fast long distance trains which have minimal stops between larger cities. So I will definitely recommend that you weigh the cost between taking a connecting flight versus taking a long distance train, as well as the times it will take and all these things. Bear in mind, you're going to have a lot of luggage and it's going to be heavy. You don't want to have too much drama. At least I wouldn't want to have too much drama. So that was it. If you feel like I didn't cover anything in this video, please leave a comment below and I will be sure to address it. Anyways, if you like this video and you'd like to see more like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.